A very good evening. Welcome everyone. It's finals night here at the Snooker Legends 900, week 5, and we can't wait to bring you the action. Once again, back with Lee Richardson, the shirt, and Neal Foulds. And before we talk about finals night, we're all buzzing about it. This week has been great. We've obviously had Billy Castle win the first night, but I think probably the best Tuesday we've had with the surprise package Les Dodd.
Well, I mean, I didn't really think Les could still play like that. He has played well. He was obviously a good player back in the day, someone that played at the Crucible. But his all-round game, I think, got him through. Clever shots. He was good at freezing opponents out, and and that's not what we think about. We think it's a fast and furious scoring game. Well, it can be, but there's other ways of winning.
He played some great safety, and lovely to see Felix Frieda in the final as well. He's come all the way from Hanover in Germany. We've had a lot of players come from Europe, and he did himself proud, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think he could play even better tonight. If Rodney lets him in, he can be a danger. I mean, knocking in long balls from off the cushion, first shot of the 900 for him, he just rolls along Reading. So he's not the nerves didn't get to him.
And just shows you how great this game is. This format, we've got Les Dodd at 69, winning a final live on TV. He was, 40-1 at the start of the week, 275-1 to win the event outright. I'm not saying he is going to do it, but you just never know.
Well, you never know. I mean, I think to actually win this whole thing, you've got to just take it to a slightly new level. There's players that could get through maybe tonight or any of the groups. But, the way that Ant Parsons just played better and better all the way last year. So I don't really think he's going to win it. But listen, he's still in there with a squeak.
Billy Castle, a very hot favourite now. We're going to bring in the week 5 betting. And actually, you'll see just how short and how fancied he is, Lee. Winner on Monday. And 3-1 at the start of the week. He's now 15-8. Some people will be looking at home and thinking, whew, that's short.
Yeah.
They only have to play 3 matches.
I think that's a bit steep because there's some good players in there. Rodney Goggins, Lee Stevens, Michael Collum. Just the whole list goes on.
Is there value with anybody else, in your opinion, though?
I kind of think Rodney Goggins is if he carries on and plays the way he did. I know he pushed the boat out a couple of times, but he's possibly one of the best cueists there. And if he changes his shot selection just by a fraction, he could walk this tonight.
What about yourself?
Well, the top half of the draw in which Lee Stevens, Michael Collum, Rodney Goggins and Felix Frieda are in is the toughest part. So Billy's probably shorter because his opposition are bigger prices. So I think that comes into it because, a lot of people would suggest that maybe he's going to be in the semi-finals already. He's got to beat Mary, who he bageled on Monday. So all of these are the reasons why he's shorter,
Well, we can actually take a closer look at that and just see how it's all going to pan out for finals night here. We'll focus on the draw, and obviously all eyes will be on, top half, bottom half, whatever you're most interested in. We've got Billy Castle on the bottom half. He plays Mary Talbot Deegan once again. He had a great frame against her on Monday, and Billy is as short as 1-6. I think he was as short as 1-8 maybe the first time they met.
Yeah, but I mean, she was nearly in the final last night. If she plays one different shot, she beats Les Dodd, and we would have had a different winner last night. So don't count her out tonight. This is 15 minutes of 900 snooker. Anything can happen, and she's got to be worth a dabble at that price.
Well, listen, I think you're right, because ultimately everything comes at a price, and after a while, the value is with the outsider. But Billy played really nicely on Monday, didn't he? And we can understand that he's got a strong chance of doing well again tonight.
I'm guessing he's going to be in your ACCA tonight.
Yeah, he has to be. But, I think if you're just going to if you have an ACCA, you could have just stick a little bit on Mary.
Okay.
It covers you.
Little saver. ACCAs are on screen right now there, so if you want to row in with the guys, 4 players. Neal, you've got Goggins, Collum, Castle and Lavin, all 4 paying 9-2.
Which is not dissimilar to the shirt next to me, obviously he's gone with Lee Stevens, which is slightly odds on. That's why my ACCA would pay more. That match, Stevens and Collum, is a tough one to call, and you went the other way. I can see why you did. It is.
Well, I've gone that way. I mean, I think Lee Stevens is a great player, as I do Michael Collum, but Michael Collum's carrying an injury, so that made he looked a little bit uncomfortable, and he did have one terrible frame with it. He was lucky to get through.
Well, he came into the studio and he said he was just gone, and he's got a frozen shoulder, and that's kind of probably causing most of his problems at the minute, because he's a top player. I mean, he's retained the Scottish amateur title, so he can play, but he's definitely been having trouble, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long. What is a frozen shoulder? Is it for the day or 2 days, or does it go on for? No, seriously. I mean, I just don't know when does it unfreeze. That's a serious question. It's not a joke.
For Michael, he'll be hoping it unfreezes for finals night, I think. Right, so that's tonight. There the Accas. And what about earlier on Monday? The guys are always sent the message, who are you going for week 5, and the pundits picks this week. And Neal, I think you've got the bragging rights, well, for now anyway. You've got 2 still going strong, Billy Castle and Rodney Goggins.
Well, I went down sort of straight down the middle with my 2, didn't I? Billy Castle, Rodney Goggins. I'll be honest, my outsider was nearly Andy Levin, you know, who would have been a genuine outsider, and he's in there too. But, you know, I mean, I think a lot of people feel that Billy's going to win, and I think that Lee will still fancy that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've got a funny feeling about Rodney Goggins. That I think you quit. I mean, listen, I think Billy deserves to be favourite, and he's a great player. But tonight, the weather's horrible outside. I'm wondering how the table's going to play.
Well, there you are. That's another factor, isn't it? To take
Another
into
factor
account.
to change your mind. Listen.
So not to worry about. Now we'll worry about the weather outside.
I'm just a bit intimidated about that suit, is what I am. I feel threatened.
You need to let it go. You just want one. 15-8 for Billy Castle, and the pressure's on him. Not just you guys going with him. He's got all his family downstairs, all the club members. Carloads have turned up here at the Crucible in Reading, and also the professionals very much keen on his chances. Rhian Evans, Ali Carter and Neal Robertson. Kudos to Neal, 2 from 2 so far, going with the Harvey Chandler, Michael Holtz, who's looking for 3 out of 3.
It is, but if Neal doesn't get the winner this week, and you're probably watching, hi Neal, if so, is it going to say 2 from 3, or is that just not going to be on there at all, the numbers next to it? You know, is it only up there because he's got a 100% record?
Yeah, we'll reward excellence on this show.
Fair enough.
But we didn't ask him the first 2 weeks.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yeah. He's an integral part of our professional tipsters.
Oh, well, we didn't use him. Do we know how he got on the first 2 weeks? He didn't pick Josh Thomond, I know that. He's not picked him, I'm telling you.
Well said. I'm with you. You've got to stand up for what you believe in.
Are you feeling a bit like intimidated by these professionals?
I am.
Pundits picks, pros picks. Is there a bit of competition?
It's called defrost, not unfrozen. By the way.
Okay.
When does it defrost his shoulder?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is. I want you to answer it. I don't want you to correct me on whether you know what I meant, don't you?
Yeah.
Hashtag the 900 if you maybe have the answer to defreeze or unfreeze or a frozen shoulder. Or who do you fancy? Who do you think is going to be in the final tonight? Will Billy Castle go all the way, or will he crumble under the pressure? Hashtag the 900 to get involved on X, on Twitter, and we will be ready for our first match shortly. But a little reminder on the format and the rules. Each week consists of 12 players. 8 will play on Monday, with the top 4 progressing to Wednesday. 4 new players will join the 4 Monday losers in a new 8 on Tuesday. The top 4 progressing to Wednesday. On Wednesday, the final 8 play down to crown our weekly champion. The format is repeated over 8 weeks before our weekly champions contest the grand final. Each night will see 7 matches around some new and exciting rules. With ball in hand for any foul, the opportunity is there for any player in our 96 field to become the next champion.
Good evening, you lovely snooker fans. These are the rules of the 900. A frame consists of 15 minutes, which is your 900 seconds, but players have to contend with the 20-second shot clock. There are no timeouts, but a referee can stop the clock if they think it disadvantages another player. Any foul gives you ball in hand, which allows you to place the cue ball anywhere on the table. If you don't pot a ball, you must hit a cushion. Otherwise, it's a standard snooker foul. If at the end of the frame the scores are tied, we enter deadlock, and a blue ball shootout will decide the winner. And finally, folks, the break-off. After you've made contact with the reds, the cue ball must come past the pink spot. And that's it, folks. Don't take too long. Don't miss.
So there are the rules and the format, and good evening. We have got new viewers. This is a really exciting format here, the Snooker Legends 900. It's week 5, it's finals night, and we've already got a couple of tweets in. Hashtag the 900. The great AB of
Alfie
London,
London Town. Alfie.
Yes, he's going with Andy Lavin. He says he's going to dish up and win the night.
Well, he knows Alfie very well. Andy and Alfie go back a long way. And, of course, the good thing about Alfie is I think the police curfew on him, 10 o'clock he has to be home. So that's perfect for watching the 900, isn't it? Because he's not allowed out after 10. That court order.
Poor Alfie. You're all good pals. Alfie, hello. It's lovely to have you with us, and maybe it will be Andy Lavin's night. Felix Friede and Rodney Goggins up first on week 5, 13-10 for Friede from Germany, of course. Rodney Goggins all the way from the southeast of Ireland, 4-7 to kick us off here tonight, and we will be back with that very soon. The guys are going to head to the commentary box. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you in a tick.
Good evening, you lovely snooker fans. Welcome to finals night, week 5, season 2 of the 900. What a match to start off. Rodney Goggins against Felix Friede. And Rodney still playing the professional break. And it's a good one, a very good one. Noisy it is down there. It's absolutely jam-packed. It's so warm down there. It's pouring with rain outside. That's a great safety shot, and I don't think that's going to make playing conditions that great. Very sweaty. As soon as you walk in the room, it's bang on you.
You painted the picture. It's going to be a great night tonight here. The top half of the draw, there's nowhere to hide with these two. And you see Michael Cullen, Lee Stevens in there. Real tough section of the draw. And a couple of very potentially even matches to start with. It's a nice shot there. And I think, well, we didn't know quite what to expect from Felix Friede, did we? Not really, you know. We knew that he was probably a good player, but he seemed to just get into the swing of it for almost his first shot yesterday.
Yeah, and that was a lovely cued red into the middle.
Felix Friede, 1.
This could be a very high-class game.
Rodney likes a containing shot, a dump shot, doesn't he? He's played 2 now already. That kind of played it not bad, in fairness. It was not an obvious shot. So he's obviously got his own strategy, I think. Rodney Goggins, who seemingly has watched all of the 900.
He's watched all snooker. Don't think there's a match he's ever missed.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, this is close to that corner pocket.
It's a tempter though. I don't know how much Rodney wants to play this, but I don't know what else he can do, anything worthwhile.
Well, he's definitely going for this. If his shot selection's anything like it was Monday night, he went for absolutely everything. I think there was good value in that one though.
Oh, definitely. Because you have to hit a cushion, as obviously Lee explained at the start. There's certain shots that you can improvise, I think, in this format, just to ensure that you hit a cushion. But you can also play a snooker, but not the conventional roller. Lots of different ways you can do it, overcome it. Ultimately, as we heard at the start, to pop one or hit a cushion.
There's the boys, Les Dodley, Stevens, Ian Sporton. So this shot here, you could play cushion first and play the red on the side and just leave the cue ball, but he's chosen the very difficult shot. He's going to have a bit of form here by getting the jingle jangle.
I know you're going off that, and it's a totally different game, isn't it? That's where the good and bad luck plays a part. We saw some very astute safety last night, and we're already seeing some here. Not got the cue ball right back, but keeping sort of their opponent at arm's length, I think, at the moment. I mean, Rodney could go for this red into the right corner, the top red, but he's not playing it.
It's because he was guaranteed to leave the red above the black if he takes that.
So for sure, but you know, sometimes
You play a shot like that, and as you can see, you leave one anyway. He might have got cover on it.
I think he might have got the cover.
I'm just saying, a confident player might have knocked that long red in, got on the black, and made 50.
Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, if you're in a best of 9 or 7, Neil, you might take that chance. But when you've just got 15 minutes, and it's only this frame, I mean, this is a good return. He's got the cover there.
Very good return, because there's a lot of balls in the way of the red near the pocket, which is not exactly over the pocket.
No, it makes this plant very, very difficult, and he can't play off the left-hand side of the pack because the pink's in the way. So,
well, he got lucky there. It was a double kiss that was not dreaded.
1.
Didn't go in cleanly, double kiss, so he's found a way.
he had to move it though. I think he had to move it away.
Has been waiting quite patiently for this chance, isn't he? And now it's here.
Yeah, because the frame was very scrappy that he had on Monday.
7.
So one good positional shot here, and this is an extremely good chance if he gets this right.
Just held for the two reds.
12.
He's quite
13.
measured, isn't he? You know, he's not rushing around the table. He's, you know, he's taking as long as he needs on every shot. I think he'll end up coming back to the blue here, having looked at the yellow.
Yeah, can he run the blue in and land on the red above the black? You're probably just gonna. It's taken a long time. He's gonna have to hit this.
There's me saying he was measured. He ended up having to rush that because
I know he took too long looking.
he's messing around looking at yellow. He was never going to play. Never going to play the yellow. So he's had his chance here, Rodney. Felix Frieda will do well to get on a red here. It goes. Unless he decides to try and open some reds up. He's got a bit of angle on this blue. Not huge, but...
Would you play into the pack here?
I think it's harder not to, isn't it? You know, he had to try. I know he's missed it, but it would have been harder to avoid the pack. I know he ended up
6.
strangely doing that.
I think it was too thin to screw around for the red above the black into the same pocket. I think it was too thin.
This is too thin as well.
Felix Freda, 6.
I thought he might have been tempted for that one down the rail.
Problem with these safety shots lead down that right side here. Of course, the green is away from its spot. You can't get behind anything, can you? You know what I mean? It's the one side of the table where you can't really put your opponent in big trouble from.
Yeah, he's played a good safety though. He's opened everything up. So, one good long pot here. Oh, that's very straight.
All the pink and black are completely nailed down now. So that makes it a very twitchy last 7 minutes.
I fancied this frame might go like this.
So he's not having any of it. You see, he's playing up the table, isn't he? This lead is not really worth much at the minute. Yes, he's got 2 high-value colours safe, but a 6-point lead is not going to be something you can hide behind. But hit this well, didn't he? I thought Felix just slightly offline.
enters that red in the middle yet. Oh. Does this red go past the red just off the black spot? No. It's a rowdy crowd down there tonight. Most of them here to support Billy Castle, who's the third match on against Mary Talbot Deegan.
If he wins tonight, Billy, he could raise the roof, couldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was not very well played, was it? I mean, you can't avoid the fact the red is there. He's got away with it. In behind the brown here, chance of it. That's what he's playing, just pushing the red left cushion. Yeah, he's played behind the brown. Not quite, but still decent.
There's Billy Castle, look. Concentrate, he'll watch every ball as well, he loves it. He loves it, as do most snooker players.
Well, I tell you, Billy's a real snooker man, isn't he? When he comes up and commentates, he actually really likes it. Knows all the players, all the new players that not everyone will be familiar with. You know, he's got a deep knowledge of the game, the modern game. So I like that. Love snooker enthusiast, I think.
Yeah, and it's kind of easy for him because he's at all the events, so he knows all the new youngsters. Another great long pot by Rodney.
No, but what's he going to do now? Nothing. He can't roll behind something. I mean, there is a shot here where you could get that green out and get it right back in behind it off two cushions, I think. Not thought of it.
I think he's going to use the brown to hit the cushion and
Yeah.
snooker behind the yellow.
Nothing wrong with that shot, though, is there?
One.
I still worry about that lead. I said it a load of times, and I think Rodney is a little bit. He gets to the front and he tries to just last out. I don't think that's going to be enough. He's going to have to pop more balls himself to win. At some point, Felix will get a go at something. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, this is tricky. The brown is in the way.
Absolutely. Brown's definitely in play, isn't it? On the way back up. Got to go thin. I mean, it's strange. It's the most natural angle in the world to hit the brown, isn't it?
Yeah, and he couldn't play it with loads of left because then he's the red and the blue are in the way. So it was a tricky, real difficult shot for him to get out of. But I don't think he's left too much.
Yeah, so he's going to try and go in the back of the brown, or is he going?
Skinny off the red. So I think he might have a shot to nothing here. Gotta make sure he doesn't hit this too thin and can't again hit the brown.
Who is it who once said that snooker is chess with balls? Whoever it was, this is that kind of a frame, isn't it? Real strategy.
It wasn't me.
No, but someone, I think someone said it. Send me a tweet, or Snooker Legends or someone, because I know that it's been said by somebody. This is very tactical frame, which we kind of love in our own way. These frames. Oh, we could have really used that going in.
Where's the cue ball?
Well, that is
Foul. Rodney
possibly
Goggins,
end.
Ball in hand.
Now,
Start the clock, please.
what will Rodney Goggins do? He'll leave the red over the hole for a rainy day,
What's he
surely.
doing? Why are you playing that one? Leave it there for when you run out of position. Play that. Oh, I can't believe this. All those reds in the middle of the table. I mean, you could have played any of those reds in the middle of the table and landed on the black.
Well,
you're speechless, mate.
Well, I'm letting you sort of blow your top over it because I think you're right, and I know you're very passionate about where the ball in hand should go, and that was not very adventurous, was it?
I mean, listen, if he clears up now, then fair enough. But I mean,
8.
Well, listen, if he was to win, one of us has got to go in.
I think it better be you because I'm still fuming.
I mean, to be honest, whatever he took,
9.
it was always going to be a great chance. But I take your point. I think that leaving the red there for as long as you can would have been the idea. But ultimately, he's away into the sunset in the this frame at the moment.
Yeah,
13.
I'm surprised he's not running the clock down as well, though. You know, if you're gonna take the easy ones, you know, try and just sort of muster up a lead, then why aren't you running the clock down at the same time?
Time is running out for Felix Freda.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to meet him, though. Lovely lad.
Really nice lad, and he's just been starved of any table time in this frame. I don't think he's missed much. Just the safety aspect of the game, he's kind of come second. Now, hang on, there's not long left, is there? Can't be long enough,
14.
surely. 30 seconds, I'm afraid not. It's all happened too little too late. He's missed. And he comes over and he's very gracious in defeat. Felix Freda was beaten by Rodney Goggins. So the Irishman is through to tonight's finals night, semi-final.
Well, week five finals night underway, and our first winner joins us in the studio, and that is Rodney Goggins from Ireland. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Well played, and I bet a real big relief to win your first match and enjoy the buzz of finals night.
Yeah, it's actually tough going first out. It's like you're going from conversation and you just get called, oh, I'm up.
Yeah. I don't know whether that's actually not a bad thing, because you could be sitting watching and thinking, oh, I'm going to be next, I'm going to be next. And you've actually been enjoying it, because we saw you into the late hours of last night watching
I
on.
I watched from ball one to last ball last night, loved it. It's a great format. You know, I have to apologise to Jason. I want to say one thing. Jason Francis, what a man. He just takes a lot of chances with promotions for amateur snooker, but in fairness, he always delivers.
100%.
Yeah, and
That's a good shout.
I actually forgot to say that on Monday night, so big apologies to Jason.
That's all right. You've obviously known Jason for a long time, because you play on the World Seniors as well.
Yeah, maybe 5 years.
Okay. And we're going to get back to the frame. Have you got anything to say to Rodney?
Yeah, I think you owe me an apology. Ball in hand, did you take the easiest red on the table? I'm thinking leave that one there for an emergency. Play the red that's on the pink spot. You're still there for good, and leave that one there for the thing. Well, what made you take that one? It was a doddle.
It was a doddle.
I'm thinking, I was just in a bit of shock there. I was having a meltdown in there, thinking, just leave that one.
Just in case.
Leave that one there. Because then I think, because eventually you end up near after you potted the brown, you leave there, and then you've got a much more difficult red, and then you miss the black.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm so then you could have been plain sailing around the pink spot with the black, the brown, and then come down for the...
Looking at it now, I probably should have played the red up by the blue. But that's a normal time. Your head isn't there when you're playing.
I mean, I was having kittens in there. Listen, normally it's Foulds in here now talking to the first winner, but he went, you go and give him a grilling. Just kidding. I said, well, I don't want to give him a grilling because he's got another match to play, but you can see.
You've won the match. Yeah. You've won the match, but it just shows you as well how the critical thinking, isn't it? And you know, it's crucial once you get ball in hand, you really want to make a dent in it.
I'm not sure what the scores were. Was still maybe a red, a colour red in it, and you were just saying, Rodney, just hold on to the table.
Yeah. But you didn't run the clock down like I thought you would.
No.
Will you leave him alone?
No, I'm just thinking.
And it's strange. I see a lot of them at it, and obviously it has to come into play. But no, and
Listen, if you disagree, you tell me, son. I'm happy.
I will disagree with you. Don't worry about that.
Right, we're going to let you have a little Barney. We're going to be looking forward to our next match. And just a word as well on Felix Freda, who came all the way from Germany. What a lovely chap.
Brilliant player. I've known Felix for maybe 8-9 years, and he goes for European Championships, World Championships. And I just wish him the best for the future. He was probably like myself, king of the practicers this week.
Yeah.
So I wish him.
He's been a delight.
Oh,
he
he's
really
brilliant.
has. Yeah.
And it's great to see these foreign countries come over.
Indeed,
Definitely.
and yourself all the way from Ireland, and who'll
Thank
be
you.
playing Rodney in the next round? Well, we're going to find out right now. Michael Collum and Lee Stevens up next. Lee is the favourite at 8-11. Michael, even money though, Scottish amateur champion, looking to cause a bit of a surprise. Let's get back to the arena then for match 2, and over to you, Neil, in commentary.
Rachel, thank you. And ready for match 2 then. It's a tight one, this.
To the head. You want the top?
This is a tight one.
Use a break.
With on the right, Lee Stevens, 8-11, just favoured as you heard there.
Lee Stevens to break.
Against even money, Michael Cullen, and bookmakers can't really form a strong opinion. I think Lee was probably the more impressive of the two when they were both in the same group on Monday. But it doesn't mean, of course, things will work out the same again. Well, Lee, welcome back. I thought you absolutely gave him a piece of your mind there, Rodney. Nicest man you'll meet, but sometimes you just have to speak the truth, don't you?
Well, listen, he's still nice.
He is.
And I thought he took it well.
1.
Well, I thought he looked as if he was a bit worried about how it was all going to, things were going to kick off actually, but there you are.
Well, I'll tell you what has kicked off Michael's first red, because it was a
break.
bad break off, mate. I don't know who won the toss or who elected to put who, but I'm a big fan of you saying why aren't normal people playing the sort of two cushion break off,
Yeah,
you know,
plain ball.
without the side.
Without not the figure of 8 sort of shot, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I've never understood why people break off that way at all. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're 3 or 4 shots into a frame, there's a bunch of
5.
reds and you've got ball in hand in the D, you don't play that shot then off the bunch because you'll find a sticking one. So you play thin off the bunch a few shots in. So why don't you do it from the start?
100%.
I mean, you know, you are going to get very occasionally in this format, someone's bad break might be sort of their last meaningful chance in the
10.
frame. I'm not saying it's going to happen here, but he's giving him a head start.
Yeah, tricky rest shot now. He's got to try and get back up for the blue. And that's the problem.
Michael Collum 10.
So Lee Stevens will be very happy. He's only scored 10 points from that lovely red he knocked in at the beginning of that break.
Just on what happened in that previous frame, Hughie O'Donnell said that Steve Davis was the person that said snooker is chess with balls. And then a friend of mine, Dave Brock, and somebody called Janet, I know is a snooker fan also, both have said, Clive James said it, that snooker is chess with balls. There you are. And that last frame was a bit like that anyway.
Yeah. And this looks like it could go the same way.
Yeah, and you know, these close matches are always quite exciting, aren't they? The way they pan out, if someone gets in, makes 80 is always great spectacle. But the tight matches on finals night of all nights, you know, the last chance saloon and all that.
Yeah, and after your first match on either the Monday or Tuesday, as soon as you've won that, all you care about is Wednesday. So I know the players that have travelled a long way all like to, get a bit of pocket money back.
Lee played that well. He pushed the red onto the black to stop the red going anywhere. It's pretty nasty business where all those reds are.
Oops, if you see Felix in the crowd there, he's just got beat and he's straight sat down to watch the rest of the tournament.
What a good lad. Very likeable. No, that's not a bad shot, is it? I mean, he knows there's no future in it. He's not going to play a colour and try and pot it, but it just gives him a bit of time, buys him a point, buys him a bit of a chance to play a good safety shot.
And not only that, you're showing your opponent you
Green
can
ball.
knock them in from distance.
I think a frozen shoulder, by the
Michael
way,
Collum,
I'm
one.
hearing can be quite a serious ailment. A friend of mine has messaged me and said that he's had it for a long time and he's going to have acupuncture. So I don't think that's happened today. I don't think anyone's had acupuncture today. My friend Martin 5 weeks he's had it. And he says, osteopath reckons 6 weeks to go, acupuncture, everything. So there you are. But even then, it mightn't hurt as much if he wins this match. You know, that's another thing.
That's a good job Aaron Caravan isn't here, because he could have just had a normal puncture.
Yeah, well, he's had a few issues, hasn't he, along the way?
He's just texted me tonight, can I pick him up for the airport if his ferry doesn't sail?
Look at this shot. Look at this shot. Almost the nastiest thing you'll see.
Their safety is tremendous tonight in both matches so far.
What's happening here? Is he playing a container? This is a horrible situation. Now what? Do you know what? Now you could play little nothing shots here in this corner. You haven't got to play away. No, does he realise he can just roll, hit the cushion straight away under that first red?
Yep.
And he's 11 in front.
What's he doing?
Why is he doing this? Why is he doing something he doesn't have to do? It's not his worry.
You see if he's... Oh.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit a cushion. It can just be a short cushion, can't it? It's not that he's played a terrible shot, but I don't know why he could have gone it off there.
Yep.
We play a great game from this commentary box, don't we? We play all the right shots up here, do you think?
I think we're world champions.
Yeah.
Now, can he get through to this long red? I'm not sure he can. Nope. He's going to have to play quarter ball off the red that's sort of 2 foot in the middle of the table from the cushion. And he's caught it too thick.
It's always hitting the blue, isn't it, that shot, unless you get it right. But again, it's not really that painful. 6 minutes have gone here, and not a huge amount has happened. But again, it's a very good safety frame.
Now, he's in a spot above, and now I think he's got to play the red. I think he's got to try and move the red over the pocket. So he's going to play this, maybe sort of screw round with right hand side. No, he's playing
the other side.
He's dug one out there. But as he left it,
he's not played it badly, but I think the red might be potable. Lee sort of a little spring in his step walking around. So is he on it? I think he might be.
Just caught it a bit thin.
Oh, he's on it all right. Get a bust through there. So the chance has come at last for Lee Stevens. He waited best part of 7 minutes for it to arrive.
And he's happy with that kiss.
Black, does it go on the spot? It blocks those 3 reds off a bit. So what does go there? The top red, I suppose. Black definitely spots from what I can see.
Guessing unless he plays a red in the middle.
8.
I think the one to the right of the 3, does that go? Maybe not.
Tight to get. I think
Tight
it does.
one.
Yeah, it was tight. Oh yeah, half a
It's
pocket.
not a full pocket. Played that nicely.
Get some good
9.
camera angles tonight.
Just got a bit further away from this blue. You know, controlling the cue ball is not a simple act here. Screwing into the 3 reds, is he?
It does give you some sort of control. Oh, he's missed the blue.
Lee Stevens, 9.
Didn't see that coming.
Sometimes you've got one eye on what the cue ball's doing and you forget the pot, don't you? I think that might have what happened there. I'm not saying it's right, but we've all been there.
One.
He's underhit this a bit. He's just missed a red like this, exactly the same as this, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But he'll be rolling this in, I suppose, for the black.
Does the black even go? Can you get through to the black?
I'm not sure. No.
Foul.
A foul.
He's fouled.
Yeah.
What's he done?
Michael Collum, 4. Lee Stevens,
Don't
5.
know. Everything went wrong there.
Ball in hand.
What has he done? Move something.
Start the clock,
Was
please.
it a with it
Oh,
his
the
sleeve?
blue.
Oh, he's nudged it. He's nudged it over by 6 inches. How have you not seen that, Neil?
The important person saw it. Mark
Yeah,
Beale.
he don't miss a trick, that boy.
Good referee, isn't he? Good referee. Very agile around the table as well, isn't he? To pick the balls out and watches everything.
Yeah.
Like a hawk.
Been a few shots with the rest already in this frame. I'm a bit anxious now when they get the rest out.
6.
Well, he might have to get it out again here, or can he reach it as a right hand or leading the cross?
I fancy he's a lot slimmer than me. He can reach that.
You can miss this, you know, queuing awkwardly.
See, well, we thought he was going to miss it, didn't he? Because he's screwed back to bulk. I mean,
he's not committed to it fully, is he? If you play that less pace, you don't miss it.
ah,
You're thinking of missing it. Oh, that's a good shot. Well, he's redeemed himself, Michael, hasn't he? Because
1.
you know the foul on the blue is an absolute sin. Schoolboy error, but these things happen, you know. Don't mean to move a ball, do you?
oh, he's had some fizz on that. Loads of screw and left-hand side.
4.
I mean, you might just take the red here and make it 20-20. I think I'd be inclined to. Oh, look at those socks. You're a fan of the socks, aren't you?
I am now. He's kind of. I thought they were white socks the other night, didn't I? I was having kittens.
Yeah, but then he said, well, actually,
Michael
it's a
Collum,
big
4.
thing.
He's famous for them.
Yeah, and you didn't know, did you?
Well, no.
Made you feel a bit uncomfortable when he said that, didn't it? I thought.
well,
As if everyone
I thought
knew about you.
I thought Dave Gilbert was famous for the socks.
Well, that's what I would have said, but I wouldn't have would like to have said it to him. A foul?
Oh, he's called a foul on himself.
Well,
Michael Collum, 4.
that is great sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship. Some of the crowd
Start the clock,
acknowledge
please.
it. Red by the black is, I think Lee is nodding with approval at this red being moved.
Yep, 100%. But you just telling us how good Mark Beale was. He missed that one.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I think it was a very good piece of sportsmanship,
1.
wasn't it? But the ball in hand got the seal of approval from the shirt there.
Yeah,
That probably means more than anything to these players. So, 11 in front and counting and not rushing because we've had 12 minutes of this frame. At the moment, the second favourite of 2 before the match is a clear favourite. Michael Collins played a good frame here. They've both made fouls by touching a ball in this frame, which is very unusual to see 2 of those.
Oh, I tell you what, it's not over yet.
No, it isn't.
It's they're both not
16.
making the most of these ball in hands.
Lead of 19. Now he's got to make sure he gets the red off the cushion for safety and the cue ball on the left side, I think. I wouldn't have played it quite like that. I'd have
Michael
gone
Collum,
left side,
16.
not gone to the right side, but there's not much wrong with it.
So, oh, he's had a little flick there. 2 little cannons there. And those reds are sitting beautifully for a comeback.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable lead, but the time is just ebbing away a little bit, isn't it? I think he's going the side cushion, bottom cushion safety shot, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not always an easy shot to play.
No, and he's not played it well.
His cue ball's kind of limped up the table, hasn't it?
If this red goes above the pink, past the pink into this left-hand black pocket, he's going for this. Because this is his chance. Oh, he's caught it real thin. So he's 19 behind. That's 6 balls.
I mean, what you could do is just push this red down below the black up the table and use as much time as you can.
Yep, that's the shot.
Doesn't know about knocking the red out because that's not really in play because it's more the other 4 reds. But Well, he's done everything right there. It's textbook stuff. Textbook stuff. He's looking good now. Got to pop one here and then all sorts going to happen. I just want to say it, though, good sportsmanship from Lee Stevens, called a foul on himself. And that's what snooker's all about, isn't it? Integrity. Sweet shot.
Very nice shot. Yeah, we're very proud of our sport for that.
Oh, look at this, he's just knocking everything in now. It's like the frozen shoulder, it's just a thing of the past.
Michael Collum, 8, and the match.
Well, there you have it. The terrific game. Good sportsmanship from Lee Stevens. Called a foul on himself. But Michael Collum actually played a really good frame himself. And he's through to the semi-final.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Snooker Legends 900 finals night, and Michael Collum joins us, the latest player to win his match and book himself a place in the semi-final. Well done, much better tonight, a good frame there.
Progress, I'll take it.
How are you feeling? Because you were telling about a frozen shoulder just the other night.
But it's kind of more complicated than that, but it's hampering me when I'm playing, but that felt as easy as I'm kind of going to get it, so I'll just have to take that. I'm pretty happy. I can enjoy it playing like that.
It can't be any more complicated than us trying to explain a frozen shoulder at the top of the show, Neal.
Well, we didn't have a lot of success. Actually, a friend of mine messaged me and he said that he's had acupuncture and all that sort of stuff for it, whether it's something that can be dealt with in that way. What is that?
Well, a couple of years ago I went to see a guy that sponsors Gary Wilson, John Cox. He was great at getting it mobile, but the issue's kind of the water I'm retaining. So I've been working with an acupuncturist, funnily enough, he's saying that, for about 2 years, and it's gradually improving, but I just need to be patient. My snooker's suffering a bit, but
yeah.
I'm going in the right direction.
Listen,
so.
it could be a big night for you. We're going to look back on a couple of incidents, actually, in that last match. It was a very dramatic frame, Neal, wasn't it?
Well, it was. There were 2 fouls that were not the conventional fouls. The first one, the blue, you moved here. Obviously, Mark saw it. You'd have called it anyway, I know that. And it moved about 3 inches, which can happen.
I heard them calling it in my ear.
Yeah.
See, I just can't keep my arm up. That's the thing about that. My arm just wants to drop in that position.
Now, Lee's one, I'm still not sure what the foul was, but he called it on himself.
Which is great sports.
Oh, he's touched the yellow, you can see he's touched the yellow after it.
Yeah, it's one of those where the referee would not have been looking at that yellow at that point, he'd be looking at the other end of the table. But, I mean, okay, both balls moved, but good sportsmanship, I think. For, you know, wasn't it, to call a foul on yourself?
I had Mark in my ear saying right away, I kind of pointed it out as well, but he was already aware of it, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, you have to ride your luck sometimes in this game. Congratulations, good performance tonight, Mike. We wish you well against Rodney Goggins. You know Rodney?
I know him well. I know him very well. Yep.
Okay, you looking forward to playing him?
Yep. It'll be tricky. I can't grind it out because he's better at it than me, so we'll see what happens.
We're hoping we'll see some good shots and good potting.
Hopefully,
then. Right, that's on the way a little bit later on. Our next match is up next. You can see Mary Talbot Deegan 18-5, Billy Castle 1-6, and they are packed in there tonight for this, Neal.
To the rafters. Going to be a great game. Obviously, Billy won that match when they played each other on Monday, and Mary was bagel, didn't put a ball. But tonight is another night. Who knows what's going to happen? The pressure's on the castle. Big time, and we can get back down to the arena where it is buzzing, and over to you, Lee, in comms.
Thanks, Rachel. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely rammed down there, and it's so noisy. I'm so looking forward to this. I mean,
Billy Castle to break.
I mean, I don't think he's going to bagel her again. He barely missed a ball on Monday night against Mary, and she's a lovely person as well, and she took it on the chin. And then yesterday she was one shot out of being in the final. If she'd have just rolled that blue safe, even Les said, you know, that he doesn't think he could have scored the points back to win. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can give him tonight.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, sometimes it is one sort of clever shot, discreet little shot that you play, which can make all the difference. Especially towards the end of a 15-minute match, you know, the little subtle shot that gets you home.
Yeah, very attacking safety shot from Billy. And she's got a tough safety shot on her hand here.
That red on the right side is involved, isn't it? Well, she's played that very well.
That's a great shot. How's that for a split pack as well? I mean, that is...
Well, Billy's in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, the containing shot, the up and down, might be on if he wants to play it. But he normally likes to go for them. Don't miss many long ones, you know, Billy, but he did play it with get that cue ball down the table, so that's clever. Trouble is on that shot, Lee, if you don't get close to the pot, the cue ball doesn't go back the way you want it to, does it?
Yep, so you've got to get close, which he just about did. Another nice safety shot from Mary. Does he not know we're trying to work it?
Well, here's a chance. Here is a chance. Now the problem is, you know, the cue ball. If this red goes in, going, well, no one knows quite where really. The pot's not gone in. What's Billy got here? Well, I'm not sure anything's that easy. Does anything go? Billy's been stopped in his tracks.
I think the red sort of up and two along.
Oh yeah.
Two along from the black goes, but it's tricky to get in and out. Oh, he's had a couple of decent kisses, but I don't think he's going to be landing on anything. Was he on the green?
Not a nice shot to have to play, really.
Oh, it's horrible. He's down to try and pot it, though.
Played it well.
4. 5.
So still struggling to get decent position. He's not going to turn this down though.
He must be under a bit of pressure though, isn't he? Because I think everyone seems to think you'll... well, the bookmakers seem to think you'll win this match.
9.
Having won so convincingly against Mary on Monday, but you've still got to go and do it. He's only a few in front. Could miss this and leave a chance, you see. You know, this is the problem. And he did play it again just off, getting the cue ball back. He didn't really love the shot, did he? Enough to play on the blue and leave a closer red had he missed. So what does Mary do here? I mean,
she's sort of hampered by the brown for the safety shot on the right side of the table. So she's going for one here.
well, that mightn't be the worst result she's ever had on a shot.
Right. She's cannoned a red onto the black, which has now stopped that red going into the right-hand pocket along the cushion.
Right, there's risk attached to this shot. Oh, good shot. Again, he's played it in a way that he might just try and tickle him behind the yellow here. Of course, something will have hit a cushion anyway because the yellow's on the cushion. Just a little gentle one.
Yeah, he doesn't want this to roll off.
Oh no, look what he's done!
Get the double kiss. The double kissing off.
That's the most dreaded of double kiss I've ever seen. Well, pot the red by the blue, I think, straight away. Get that out the way.
Yeah, I don't think this is the right one. I mean, if you're gonna...
I would just get that red away from the blue, tidy up the blue spot for later, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and she's overcooked it straight away.
Roll that red in by the blue.
Yep.
Get on the blue and then take the others afterwards.
Even just stun it in just now.
I think whatever Mary's had a practice on since she last played maybe today the tables are not as quick as this one. It's a tough shot now. Oh, good work, but she could have made more of this because the first shot was not one of her best.
Once you lose position, it's always tricky trying to get it back.
The crowd have been silenced, in fairness, for the moment, haven't they? It's gone a little quiet in here. That was a good chance, and really she needed to make more than 7 out of that because the reds were everywhere. Billy, for a moment, a little bit mortified with that in-off, didn't he?
Look, it's absolutely rammed down there.
Trouble. This is trouble.
Yeah, I think she's just going to play off the left-hand side of the second red from the left cushion. Just back into bulk. Doesn't want to hit the blue though.
Can't reach this very nicely though, can he? But he's awkward. He's not as comfortable in this shot as he'd like to be.
He's got to watch the.
It's all right though.
One.
Watch that sleeve on the blue. There's been a few fouls. So 11 all. Is it too early to call a deadlock?
Goodness me, he's not so much quite Shredsville, but he's under a little bit of pressure. I mean, I saw him look up at the clock there before that. Now, if Mary can knock this in and get on the black, she could be in business here.
Yeah, one good shot here.
Oh dear. Can't win if you miss balls like that.
No, she was sort of wanted to hit it thick, didn't she, to keep the cue ball on the black cush. So he's just trying to nick a bit of the pocket there, but I think she had room. Oh! Oh!
Oh, the wheel has fallen off in spectacular style.
The crowd are deadly silent.
Now what do you do? She could go up the table here. I wouldn't play on the black. I'd take the cue ball down the other end. Oh, that's not a great place to finish though, is it? Anywhere but over there. It's not good.
This is tense stuff tonight.
She's got to play a good shot here to get on the red, and she could be in with a chance. Where's these balls all going to finish here? Well, that's not the worst kiss. She's on that red. I mean, or maybe the close red. That's it. Up the table again.
That's it. Just screw straight up for the black. Up for the black. For the blue. Get it anywhere near the bulk cushion. Otherwise, if she's full short for the,
that would have been okay. Do you know what? I think that's actually good because now on the blues are natural to get down for the reds.
Yeah. Okay. I'll suffer that one.
I was with you. Would have screwed back to the other end of the table. It's actually worked out well.
So it needs to miss the green.
I mean, this is coming into the danger zone.
Oh, don't just clip that and come through the gap. That's horrible.
It is, but you know,
red to the middle, red to the green, to the yellow pocket. I am getting twitchy here.
You can push the red on the cushion and play safe if Mary doesn't fancy this.
What a great camera angle.
That's a beautiful shot.
10.
And what an even better shot that is.
Beautiful shot. Now, do you just take the points and don't do it? I don't think she's going to do that. She's going to play the right shot, which is down for the reds.
Just make sure that green.
Very nice.
13.
Now I think you just pot this and see what kind of kiss you get on the black. You might double kiss, you might get good luck. I wouldn't go too flash. I'd make sure the pot went in. Would you?
Yep. Don't worry about the black. Just
see what happens with the kiss. Okay. Well, that's not the worst I've seen ever.
14.
If she wants to keep this break going, I mean, this is the most enormous shot of all coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't even be playing for a red now. Just get that black in.
Yeah, but you're naturally going to be on a red, although a bit near the cushion.
No, listen, you're playing safe now.
21.
Nothing but a safety shot.
It's got to have to be a good one because obviously there's hitting other balls here. The other shot, there would be a shot maybe to push the red onto the side cushion here. That top red.
Do you just want to leave the cue ball on the black cushion, or are you going to try and get it back up the table? I think. That's the shot, I think.
She might end up snookered next visit though, behind the black. That's the problem with that shot, isn't it?
Yeah, but she can just play off she can play off the cushion and just lay into the two reds next to the black. Shouldn't leave anything. But she needs to be looking at it now. The red has just come to a stop. So off the right hand cushion. Unless she can see that red. Can she see the red on the?
Seems like it, but the crowd, you could hear a stunned silence in here. Earlier on, it was very noisy, but now, pin drop.
Oh, this was risky.
Well, that's not worked out too badly.
That was risky.
Now Billy, he's all out here, isn't he?
He's got a shot of the red into the green pocket, a tiny little bit of screw. He's going to be on the black, so that was risky. Coming back for the black cushion.
Oh, what an absolute peach! And now, this is a massive shot because he's playing on a red, and it's either a red for him to pot or for Mary to pot.
Well, this black's a lot more tricky than the red he missed earlier.
Too much pressure. He's been lucky. Is he not left the red on?
I don't know. But I told you that was a tricky black.
Well, if this goes, then she takes it and goes up the table here.
She's playing the red into the middle, is she? I think she's playing the red into the middle.
Oh, the other red, yeah, that's it. And quite cagily done. Now, Billy's got the same shot on the first red as he had, and he's still got the chance here to get back into this.
She didn't have to go for that. You know, she could have just played a similar shot, but leaving the cue ball this side, because Billy's got the same shot now. That looks thick.
All the big shots at the moment Billy cannot get, which is unusual for him. All the big shots he just cannot get.
That pressure. Listen, I said at the top of the show, it's worth having a little bit on Mary tonight because of the odds, because anything can happen in the 900.
No, I don't think she needs to be going for this, really. I've got to be honest. I think I'd be trying to get the cue ball behind the black.
Well, I'd just be putting the cue ball on the side cushion and...
Well, I suppose she played it with the yellow helping down there.
Yeah.
In fairness, she didn't play it to leave anything much. Billy's absolutely all out here.
20. He's going for this. He's going for this red past the yellow.
This is the horse race. They say on the odds-on favour, the jockey is sending out distress signals. All right? Because that's what's happening here.
Big shot. Big shot. Oh my word. Is that the only shot she had? I mean,
20 behind and time. If Billy just got to pot this, he's just got to start doing something here.
He's got to pot 6 balls.
It's all getting very tense because this could go right down to the wire here. He's in. And like you say, he's just got to keep potting balls. I think he'll do it if he just keeps potting balls. Don't want the cue ball to run too far. Probably a good shot to play up on the blue. And all of a sudden the crowd have found their voice. Nearly a boil over, but it might not happen now. 10 behind, so red, blue, and he's going to get there. Oh, he's gone on the black.
Yeah.
The trouble is that's taking a bit more time. The ball's rolling around. So now he's half a minute. That's all he's got. This has got to be a perfect positional shot. And all of a sudden, the crowd have come to life.
My word. Got 20 seconds to this. All the other players' hearts sunk now. Oh.
Great atmosphere in here tonight. That was nearly a massive shock. But here he goes. He's got there again. Billy, he's still king of the castle. He's won. Mary played brilliantly. What a game that was.
Well, what about that? By the skin of his teeth, he joins us in the studio. The 1-6 favourite, Billy Castle. Billy, you walked in there and you're almost lost for words. A lot of pressure on you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the expectation going in like every favourite, which I don't think I should be that short to win this week. To be honest, some brilliant players in there, in their own rights. But Mary played well and she put me under a little bit. I missed a couple down the rail. you know, I tried to nick a bit of the pocket here and there, and I shouldn't have done it. I got behind 20 odd points, and I was thinking she's going to beat me, and like fair play if she'd have beaten me. I shook her hand and said congratulations.
Yeah, and she was great in defeat as well, because it looked at one point she was going to cause a big upset. You've all your family there, a lot of friends, a lot of noise.
Yeah, I've got like my dad, my brother-in-laws, my father-in-law, like all my good friends are here, and it's like it's the old of the club against Mary there. I felt for her.
You had two of us in the com box thinking, do we want Mary to win? Have I got a mate called Billy? I mean, it was
so dramatic.
It was, and the thing is, when you're watching as well, because you missed the pink in the middle to start off with, that sort of started the chain of mistakes, and then she's tried to nick a bit in the pocket to stay on the black on the cushion.
Yeah.
Then you've missed the first red along the cushion, and then when you got the black along the cushion, I'm thinking this is more tricky than the one you've just missed.
The one I've had, yeah.
And then you've missed that, and I thought, oh my goodness. And then, like again, she's played a couple of just shots she didn't need to play, like you said, like the red in the middle. She's left you that shot into the green pocket with the red on the black spot, and it was just a couple of shots there that she could have played different shots.
Yeah, I mean,
and your history.
Yeah, I need to get around the blue and black as quick as I can.
You got your steps in.
Yeah, I've got to go.
I think he's going to be crying in the comms box the next 3 weeks with me.
Yeah, no, it was a good game. I mean, to get through something like that in a tournament, to go on and win a tournament maybe is what you need.
I think now the pressures, it won't be. I mean, you're still going to be favourite in the next match, but it's going to be easier than that to handle. Maybe.
Being truthful, I felt bang up against it.
I said at the beginning of the show, if you're going to put some money on, you've got to put it on Mary. Unless you're doing you in an acca, do Mary on her own.
Was it the price that made you feel... I mean, obviously, they're just bookmakers. Everyone's going to make someone favourite, but was it the expectation by your family, maybe?
No, it's just your own club, it's your own family, your expectation, you got all your friends and family there, so you want to win or put a little bit of a show on. If it don't quite go that way, you know, they're sort of edge drop as well.
Yeah, of course. But they were behind you at the end.
Yeah, I felt more nervous in that game against Mary than I did on Monday night.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, it's all over now, and you're through.
Well done, mate.
Well done. Delighted for you. So Billy Castle, then the favourite, goes through, and he will play the winner of our next match, Les Dodd and Andy Lavin. Who do we fancy?
It's a tough one to call. This match could go like the first two, tight, as I think they're both top quality safety players. Got to give the edge to Andy Lavin because he's a better potter.
Okay, and Les Dodd, of course, the hero of last night, the surprise package. Can he do it again? Let's find out.
Well, thank you, Rachel. Just getting her breath back from that great game with Billy and Mary. And here we are, last night's winner on the right, Les Dodd. Played at the Crucible, top player for many years. A club up in Southport these days. Andy Lavin also sort of had a bit of time on the tour, not with any great success, but he's been a very good amateur player for about 20 years now. Still plays well, so that's why he's favourite for this match, but he's probably not such a strong favourite had they met yesterday, because Les played a lot better. And he's a great snooker watcher. He's been in the front row watching all these games tonight, so this is no foregone conclusion for Lavin by any means.
No, and I just said that, you know, I favoured Lavin because of his, you know, the better podder, and he's just rattled that first one. So.
The thing is, though, I think almost Les doesn't want to have to go on the attack. When he had to go for that, he almost wants to sort of play the waiting game for good chances. There he's gone for one, which I don't think he liked it at that range. He said last night his long game's not great. Immediately Lavin's got a chance. So first blood to Andy Lavin here. Had some tight matches tonight. They've been absolute storming games, all three, haven't they?
It's been unbelievable. What an atmosphere it is down there as well. And normally there's three of us doing the comms, so one of us, we can nip down in between the breaks and have a watch live, but as there's only two of us, because Billy's being a bit selfish, we got to stay in here.
Didn't it go quiet though when he was behind? Mary was dominating the frame. It was silence down there, wasn't it?
They couldn't believe what they were seeing. She should have won.
Certainly should. Billy was cool at the end. Anyway, that was then. We're on to the next game. And that was hit well. He's always been a good striker of the ball, Lavin. Made a 147 break in his club. Is it called Shots or something, his club?
Shots, yeah. Nothing to do with pool or snooker.
So he's not the start Les wanted, but great for Andy here to be in like this.
So I made a nice 99 break in qualifying for this. He's one of the qualifiers, Andy Lavin, from the top-up ranking.
Yes, he was involved in a lot of the groups, wasn't he? Couldn't quite get through, and he got to a couple of finals, I think. But he's here anyway now, and I mean, he's got the game to win tonight. There's no doubt he could win the whole thing tonight. Obviously, Billy Castle awaits the winner. But he had to be picked up off the floor about 10 minutes ago, Billy. Break over, but I should think, I don't see where, I suppose that long left-hand red could be potted. It's a handy lead, isn't it, already?
Yeah, I think it's going to get very tactical, very quick, very soon. He's just going to play over across the face of this one, trying to avoid the pack. Oh no, he's just knocked it around the angle, see? It's going to get...
Handy break.
Yeah, very nice break.
This is one of these shots, if you play thin up the right side, you've got to hit a cushion here. You know, there's always the worries that if you're not careful, nothing hits the cushion on this shot. Especially if you hit the green. He's got away with that, but that was a little too close for comfort, wasn't it? You hit a bolt colour and nothing reaches the cush.
I think he's going to want to leave that pack as tight as possible and leave the black in there as well. I think he's going to be playing any open red possible. So Les has probably got a chance to bring the red black out now, unless he spotted something we can't see in that middle of that pack. He's looking.
Is that a 4-ball plant?
I think there's a 3-ball plant there.
Is it the top 4 maybe or not?
No. Oh yeah. Yes. What a great shout, Neil.
It's like watching Earl Strickland, isn't it? Watching Les playing 4-ball combos there. Earl the Pearl, we'll call him from now. Oh, this is a beauty.
He's played that very well.
That is a shot of a real snooker player, isn't it? You know, up and down the line, silky smooth, great shot. All of a sudden, he's got himself right back in the picture because he has to go on the offensive.
Could have done with a bit more on that. He's got to be disappointed with that because now he's. I mean, that all like it's like trying to get top side of the blue there, aren't you? I mean, I know he's playing for the pink, but why leave it short? If he goes too far, he's got the blue.
Surely he can just leave him mid-range here, but this is more than mid-range. I mean, he not held that very well, has he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it was a terrible red.
This is a horrible shot now. I don't think he played the pink great either there, because he surely could have held a third of the way, you know, less than where he is. Anyway, he's got to play him behind the yellow now. He's played this shot well. He always does shape those safety shots nicely, but he needed to do a bit more damage with that.
Yeah, good weight of the shot as well. So I think this is just the dumping the cue ball on the black cushion, playing across the face. He's caught that too thin, got away with it.
He lost all control of those two reds there, didn't he? When they collided, you don't know where they're going to finish. Got lucky.
Oh.
Well, it's strange. I looked on the overhead and I thought it was cuttable, but on the other angle, it looks like you've got to cut it backwards. You surprised by that, weren't you?
I was a bit shocked. I was just looking at the main screen.
What do you do here? I mean,
he's got to dig down and try and get it. Dig down with a bit of right-hand side, maybe.
He just decided. Well, I mean, putting that yellow over the pocket is not the worst, because if he does leave a red maybe there'll be something to go at, because he has got a long time left, don't forget, in this frame for things to change.
Yeah, I think he'll be going for this.
And he's gone dump shot instead.
Yeah. It's only 4 balls away from being tied.
Well, we haven't had one this series, have we?
No, not yet. Jason Francis seems to think tonight's the night.
Well, the way it's been tonight, I wouldn't rule anything out. They've all been good games, haven't they? All three. Blinding games. And of course, this is finals night, so semi-finals and final after this are not going to be any different, so you must stay watching to the end tonight. Been a good week of snooker. I will say one thing as well. We'll be doing the draw for next week later.
I was just about.
And it's going to be a star-studded lineup next week.
Have you seen it?
It's unbelievable. It really is next week. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
No, I'm not going to say anything. But after the second semi-final tonight, we'll be doing the draw, and the players in next week, are unbelievable.
They really are. Well, does the red go past that yellow? I mean, I don't know. It looks, it's mighty close, isn't it? Well, I mean, maybe, but it's certainly made that end of the table quite interesting. What do you do?
I mean, I think that goes in off the yellow if
maybe.
you play it into the cushion.
Yeah, I think you could well be right. It might be that at some point Les is going to have to make the decision whether he has to play that. And I don't think Andy's going to rush into the shot because he's a few in front. Les playing the figure of 8 here.
He's good. He's been great at that shot this week.
He's played some great safety. He's introduced everyone to the bottom cushion. Bolt cushion all the way through. These are all good shots, aren't they, from both players?
Yeah, I fancied it was going to go like this.
Trouble is, if he plays a red, the red I'm looking at, which is the second along from the pink spot, that's hitting. That could hit the blue or pink on the way back down here. You know, blue and pink, I think, are in play on this safety shot. Hard to get back, wasn't it, with those balls in the way? He didn't hit it very well.
So it gets a bit more tricky now when you've only got 20 seconds and you've got to try and work out of a route back to bulk. This is where 20 seconds might not be enough time.
Oh yeah, but he's played a nice shot.
That's a great shot.
How much do you want to play the brown? I mean, this is the problem. Do you want to play it? Do you want to play it and get on the red, or do you want to just make things incredibly difficult here? I mean, really, the shot's to pot the brown and just win, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think he will. I think he will go for the brown because there's too many ifs and buts. Because I think you could play a red, past the red, and the yellow into a massive pocket. He needs a decent kiss there.
He's a big player. He's an entrepreneurial type, isn't he? Just playing the big shots. No point in. Andy's style is not to just hide behind a lead.
No, box office, Andy.
Box office. Box office.
Kayla's just given somebody a warning in the crowd.
Oh dear. Well, he didn't make as many from that, box office or not. He could have got the match one there, but he hasn't done it. What's Les doing here?
This is what I was talking about. I think this is a big pocket.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It was a small pocket.
It didn't look like there's any chance anything could go, I thought. There was a small gap, but I tell you, I've seen worse. How's that a big pocket? I mean, you look at it. Everything's in the way of everything else.
I think he needed to catch cushion first.
Yep.
But if he doesn't get a good safety here, he's going to be leaving a plant. Oh, look at that nudge there. The last nudge The last couple of rolls, he's just stopped Les from seeing those two reds. Oh, this is a tough one now.
If in doubt, just have a wallop maybe. I don't know. It's not really his style. Doesn't want to go in off here though, does he? Oh!
Oh!
That'd have been end of game.
How's it not gone in?
You knew it was there though, that shot the in off, didn't you?
Les loves it. He
That
just
could
loves
still fall
playing.
in, that ball.
He loves playing.
I think he does. He wouldn't have liked it so much if that had gone in off though, would he?
That's not gone in, has it?
No, it hasn't gone in, but I tell you, it's too close for comfort. These two are playing to the finest of margins, aren't they, on every shot? Now, I tell you, Les was in without his glass on. Without them glasses, I don't think you could see the other end of the table from there so far.
Oh! It's absolutely brilliant. You cannot call anything in this game.
I mean,
what has happened here? He's tried to play in off the other red.
It'd make a good trick shot, wouldn't it? Has he played just to get in behind the green here?
Yeah.
He's gone big. It's a good shot. Everyone he plays ends up, most of their shots up there. If you're ever down this end, it's a bonus.
He's covered, I think he's covered all the reds on both sides of the table. He can only hit the one sort of underneath the black.
Well,
no,
he's so much, he's not long left.
He's got down.
I think it's now or never for Les, isn't it? I tell you, that pink going safe handy. Now look, Les, if you're going to win this, you now got to get your skates on here. Minute and a half.
I mean, did he not fancy the pink after he fluked
No,
the
never
red?
mind that bit of dust on the table. Just play. You've not got time for that. Yeah, there you go.
Now he needs everything. Get the rest out, Les, quickly. And you need your extension. Look, he's looking. Ask Michaela for the rest, or should she not get it? Is she not allowed to get it?
Well, this is painful. Just watching how long he takes to get everything, all the equipment on the table. Want to get the cue ball cleaned as well while we're at it?
Oh,
no, Les.
It's too much. He had no time to play the shot after all that.
There's that bit of dust not on the table anymore anyway. That's the good news.
I mean, I was so involved in the frame that I didn't look at the time either. But if that's the case, why didn't he chip the pink in?
I thought that. Thinking back, he could have been a bit more of a risk taker.
And leave yourself along.
Very good. Andy Levin has been just slightly more dangerous of the two on the evening, hasn't he? And he entered a lot of these qualifications, did Andy, and now here he is in the main event in tonight's semi-final. So all credit to him, I think.
He made a great 99 in one of the qualifiers as well. So there you have it. There you have it, folks. That completes our semi-final lined up. We'll get Andy Lavin in the studio for a little chat next.
What a night it's been already here. Finals night never disappoints, and what a frame we've seen there. Congratulations, Andy.
Thank you.
You've just beaten Les Dodd. It was fine margins between the pair of you. Some really good safety in that match.
Absolutely. I think, Les did very well to win last night, and let's not forget that, form is temporary, class is permanent, and I knew playing Les tonight I'd have to be absolutely on my A game.
Well, I mean, I thought that the safety was really strong all the way through. There was a red you went for towards the end of the match into the right corner, which you got, and I think you got on the brown. So you tried to play the right shots even though he's in front, because there's a tendency when you're in front to just shut up shop. Or some players have done that, isn't there?
Absolutely. Don't get me wrong, I was very tempted to defend the lead, but when suddenly the minutes when you're winning look like forever, when you're in front. And one thing I did learn is sometimes if the opportunity's there, because all it takes is a miss or a fluke or something, and you let your opponent back in.
Well, you'll never die wondering.
Absolutely.
And it's a nice way to be, really good to watch as well. You've come a long journey on the 900 because you're one of our qualifiers. Lee, the shirt was saying you made a 99 break during qualifying.
Yeah.
And here you are in the semi-final and finals time.
Yeah, I've got a permanent room at the Premier Inn up the road. But it's been great, and in some ways it's helped me massively because I've played on the table. I've seen the conditions. I know what it's like as a bear pit, and I think it's helped me hugely.
And it's quite rowdy there tonight as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few people in for the local lad, the Reading royalty, Billy Castle,
King of the Castle, just about tonight. That was some match, wasn't it? Earlier?
Absolutely.
And you will be playing Billy next.
You have to take him down now.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to it, and we'll both give it 110%.
The only thing I would say is, if you do take him down tonight, you're going to have to leave through the back exit. There could be an angry crowd.
I noticed there's a road closure.
Hero.
Yeah, there's definitely a road closure outside. But I'll watch for that.
Yeah, no worries.
Great to see you win. Alfie Burden said that you could do everyone tonight and win it.
That's high praise.
Okay, well, there you go. So we will find out who will win that second semi-final shortly. It's Billy Castle and Andy Lavin on the way, but as you can see, Rodney Goggins next up against Michael Cullum. Goggins is favourite 4-5, so let's get the semi-final action underway. Back to the arena and over to you, Lee.
Thanks, Rachel. Welcome back, snooker fans. The first semi-final, week 5, season 2 of the 900. Rodney Goggins, Michael Cullum. So this is tricky to pull these two apart. I kind of felt that Rodney Goggins might win the whole thing tonight. So I don't know which way to go. And it's not a good break off again. I mean, I think he might have got away with it, but he definitely didn't want that red over the middle pocket. And if he has got away with it, this makes the shot 10 times harder for Michael.
Problem is, you just can't get back to bonk very easily, can you, with the red there? As you say, it's so awkward. It's got to be a good safety shot. And I tell you what, this is a very, very good safety shot, isn't it? That's as good as you could see.
Absolutely brilliant.
I mean, this red probably cuts to the right middle, but the cue ball is just way out of control. So, and I don't know whether Rodney would be interested in playing it, quite honestly. Might try and screw it in down the right corner and get the cue ball back out of the way. Now he's gone for it. See, the problem, we just don't know where they're going to end. He's on the pink.
Well, he's on the pink, but it's far from easy.
You see, also he's on the black, but the red just got in the way of it late doors, didn't it? Stayed down on it, he wasn't sure.
What a great shot though. And he played it the risky way as well, didn't he? Just rolling it.
Problem here he's got is, again, pot of red, colour's not guaranteed, black doesn't go in either corner, you've got to hit other reds. It's all in the lap of the gods where the balls end up.
You get half ball cannon on the red next to the black.
Well, he must be in a hurry, he's potting them 2 at a time now.
The old ones are the best, mate.
Well, he can just get the cue ball up the table here. I mean, little 9 is not going to help him much, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but he was in a bit spot of bother before he took the red on. So, he's got to catch a thin edge here. Decided to play the thicker version of that shot. Or did he catch it just too thick? Very nice shot with a rest.
Very measured player, isn't he? Unflappable.
Yeah, he's got a great cue action. That's what makes me think he's a danger tonight. You know, if he just keeps going for his shots and doesn't push the boat out too much, he's going to be difficult to beat.
This is neither one thing nor the other. He's obviously not on the ping. That's not happening. But I think I heard you say it yesterday that when there's a ball next to the cue ball like this, that black is it's not in line. But if your cue goes offline, you can hit it on the way through, and it does put you off the shot a bit.
Yeah.
I agree with you when you said that. And I used to find, forget which side it was, one side of the ball was a problem for me rather than the other side. I think it was to the left. It would like you could veer off to the left.
Yeah, well, I think everybody has a stronger eye, don't they? So you favour some shots over others. So does this sneak past the red in the middle? Oh, that's gone a bit. Now, has he got the cover? Has the green blocked him? I don't think so. So the comeback now, 21 behind, or 20 now.
You'd like to have been a bit straighter on this because that cue ball's just potentially running loose in potting this, unless he tries to screw into something to hold the cue ball, and then I don't know where it's going to finish. I think he's trying to nudge the reds here. Well, he's played through a gap maybe, but this mightn't be any good. It's okay-ish. He's not had a look. I wonder if that red could be potted up along the cushion here. I looked at the red by the black. Might be the shot to roll it down the cushion. Mightn't do any damage on it. Didn't see it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit disappointed only making 6 from there. So it was a bit of a loose shot that Rodney played before to let Michael in with that red over the hole. So we want to tighten the ship now. Oh, so okay.
Well, it's a containing shot, but there's a red down there. Did you not see that red?
I just don't think he could see anything better, quicker.
Well, but it's not really the right shot, is it? Anything's better than leave the red on. Don't really understand. It's a containing shot that wasn't containing anything. Might as well gone for the red, I think. Ooh, but the chance was not taken.
This has gone twitchy now, isn't it? We've got just over 8.5 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, it's a chance to get into the final, isn't it? And then, you know, the chance to be just a few minutes away from the grand final on the 22nd of November. The 8 winners will all be in action that night. We've had 4 already through, booked their place.
Are they playing for 500 quid now? Does the runner-up get 500?
Well, I'm not the person to ask, actually. I think you'll find that the tournament director, everything.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been doing this for
I'll tell you what,
5 weeks.
What I'll say is, good job you said that, because you'd have had to pay the money if it wasn't. Because once you say it, there's no way around it.
They didn't hear it. All right, then, now that has brought a few reds off the cushion.
Which is not really what Rodney wants, is it? 14 in front, halfway through the game. That you just know there's more to come in this match.
He's going for this. I mean, this is a massive shot. Is it necessary? Yes, it is.
Even though it's gone in now, what do you do now? I mean, this is the other thing.
Do you play the brown into the same middle?
I don't know what do you do, to be honest. I just don't know. You play it in the middle
Or is
and
it in
hold
the
for a
corner?
red. No, he's playing it in the middle, I think. I get the feeling. Yeah, well, that's what you do. You pot your red and then you pot the brown after it.
2 solid pots there. Look, it's just difficult to land, isn't it? He's going to chip the red in the middle.
Come round in and out of bulk. Hope not to hit a bulk colour.
And clear up.
Yeah. He's kind of landed nowhere again, and this is the problem, because you just roll behind this brown more conventional form of the game, but something has to hit a cushion or be potted.
Yeah, you just got to get the cue ball near the jaws of the yellow pocket to stop those.
But not in there.
But, see, he's got to hit it, Rodders.
It's not a bad way of playing it, really. I suppose. I mean, you can't really fault the shot.
He's left it though.
Yeah, but this is absolutely. I mean, that red going into all the other balls here. I mean,
yeah, but he could land on the pink or blue.
It could. I agree.
I mean,
tough shot this.
Just think if he leaves it, he's missed them all. Again, he took it. Oh, he's been a bit unlucky there. I mean, it just took a long time to see the shot, Rodney. You know, don't you think that he didn't have any time to play it properly?
Yeah, all of a sudden some supporters emerged in the crowd.
Yeah.
Come on, Column, like is his surname, but that's all right, I suppose.
Better than Colombo.
Well, I was calling him Colombo, yeah. Solve the mystery of this match. It's hard to tell you what, he's still in there.
You know, just had to leave it near the jaws of that pocket, and that red was unpottable.
Well, there's balls in the middle of the table which can take him very close to Rodney Goggins' score. Those three reds and colours, depending on which colours he takes.
Well, the pink and the blue don't go. Plenty of time though, so he just needs to stay at the table. There's plenty of time to do this.
He's taking all the small colours, but that's fine. So he's 8 behind. Four minutes left, so there's all sorts of twists and turns possible yet. It's not as if you're just chasing the, Rodney score, because in this time you can go 20 in front and still lose. He's quite cool, isn't he? You know, he's not going to be rushed into anything. He's got time on his side.
He's playing the brown. Obviously, this is.
Yeah, he's not hit it well at all. I mean, he obviously played on the other. He's got to play it now. Some handy advice coming from the crowd.
Time, isn't he, to play something? It's like standing there looking. Can't believe he's not chipping the red in. What?
Well, I'll tell you what, he took so long there. I thought the pictures had frozen for a second.
I just thought he'd chip the red in, cannon into the pink, and see where the pink and blue, where you end up on the pink and blue.
Trouble is, he's had to end up rushing a shot because he had to play a shot, so he had to make a decision quick. And meanwhile, Rodney is trying to get them in ones.
So he's playing the brown.
Try and get the cue ball down that right side here. Not a bad shout, you know.
Yeah. I suppose if he plays,
that's all right.
A good shot. I suppose if he plays the green, there is a chance for the in off. I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I think you can see a little sliver of this red.
Can he chip it in?
It's a bit close to the in off, is it?
Oh,
well, it was close, but not in. He was very lucky there, wasn't he? Goodness me! I mean, the in offs. You know, he can see just enough of the red to go in off it, and I don't know how it stayed out really. It's quite a well played shot, that.
This is a great shot. Yeah, this is a great shot. So just got to make sure he hits this.
split those two balls, which might be in his favour.
Definitely.
Obviously, there's a chance of the snooker behind the black here, which might just win him this.
Oh, I don't like that shot.
No?
Oh.
Try and pot it and maybe go behind the black?
Oh, I don't know.
He's not playing it, so you might be right.
I think this is a good shout if he doesn't go in off. This is a good shot.
Well, there's still... If he hits this, he's going to have one more visit after this, I think. Minute and 15 left or whatever, but he needs to get this shot played quickly.
It's potable. This is potable.
He'll get another chance here. Now, the shot that follows this one is massive, because he'll get about 45 seconds, and he'll have to put a red and a colour. There's enough time. It's an uncomfortable moment for Rodney, actually.
Yeah, real horrible, because he's proper got away with that as well. You know, this is a horrible shot. I think he's going to be trying to stick him in again behind the... Oh.
He's played a good shot there. He has played a good shot. I think you've got to give us a big yahoo if nothing goes. You've got to, haven't you? Because it's the last shot he'll get if it doesn't go in.
Can he...
Anywhere. Not quite happened for him, is it?
I think he tried to cut it in. I think
Rodney will do nothing here.
Take
quick.
those seconds. So just have it. So there you go, folks. Our first finalist, Rodney Goggins. We're going to have a little chat about it in the studio. We'll see you in a minute.
Well, we're getting down to the business end of finals night. It's Coco time, just heading into Thursday. Of course, we'll be crowning Week 5 winner, and it's Goggins through, Rodney, and making it through to the final, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, that was tight, wasn't it? A few mistakes there, but the safety was good. I was just amazed at one shot that he didn't see straight away when he's not.
You're a bit of a stickler tonight.
I'm just because I expect because I know how good these players are, and when they don't see the shot quick enough, it just bugs me because they're playing all day, every day, and the shot was to leave the cue ball somewhere near the yellow pocket, and he's over it by two foot, you know, and all of a sudden, Michael's snicked the red in the middle, and it's game on. All of a sudden, he had him. He
did. And Michael has been offered some very salient advice by a member of the audience. Basically,
I didn't know if that was support or heckling.
It was advice of the next shot to play. It might have been the advice. Don't lose. It could have been the advice.
We might have to ask Michaela because she gave him a stern telling off.
She did. She did.
Listen, it's late at night.
Yeah.
They're down there. They're having fun. They're enjoying the snooker. A couple of beers here and there.
One or two.
Yeah.
What's not to like on finals night? We need extra pressure, I suppose. We've got Andy Lav and Billy Castle coming up next. Who's going to be playing Rodney Goggins in the final, Neal?
Well, I think that if Billy is going to win, as a lot of people think he will tonight, he's maybe had his lifeline in that last match, and I do think he'll win this match now against Andy. I feel that, this is the man, of course, who had the accumulator up earlier, 9-2, which I didn't really want to mention.
Yeah, because it walked through it walked past it.
Since no one else has mentioned it, I thought I'd just bring it up.
Well, that's embarrassing because I was just about to bring it up.
I'm not so sure.
You just couldn't wait, could you?
No one brought mine up yesterday that came in.
I've still got two players left in as well, Goggins and Castle.
Just keeps his blow after blow.
It's the first time it's happened.
Right, okay. I'm glad because we'd have to listen to it. Week 6, you were chatting about it in the commentary box, so I think it's about time we revealed the players that we're looking forward to. Semi-final 2 on the way shortly, but a whole host of stars, actually, of the game. And I cannot wait to have Tony Drago back here, legend from Malta, fastest player in the world. He was brilliant last season, and it's great that Tony's travelling over. You've got Rory McLeod, ranking event winner, Aaron Canavan, who we also saw earlier, the 2018 World Seniors Champion in Season 1. Emma Parker, brilliant last season. We've got Nigel Bond, who's a ranking event winner, shootout winner, world finalist in here, Darminda Lilly, Neil Craycroft and Brendan O'Donnell. Now, that's just to start with, Lee, on Monday, and Neil.
Well, that is a great list. I mean, Nigel Bond is not the marquee player. That's Tony Drago, which we love. I think I agree with it. But Nigel Bond, like you say, world finalist and a ranking event winner. Great 8. But the Tuesday field aren't bad, are they? Look at those.
No, they're tough
Eugene
as
Hughes,
well.
haven't seen for
Listen,
25 years.
I always look forward to seeing Tony, but out of that week, I am looking forward to seeing Eugene Hughes. He's a massive character, and I love the geezer.
Yeah, and I must just quickly mention that Stephen Hallworth is in the Tuesday. Now, there's an argument that he is the favourite next week of the whole thing, and I've heard about 4 different favourites been mentioned. But Stephen Hallworth, really good player.
He's just come off the main tour.
Yeah.
Would you make him favourite for the week? Coming in on Tuesday, that's obviously just one chance.
He's only got the one chance. He's high up there, but I think, there's so many good players in there that,
Who would you make favourite?
I think, the Drago, the speed is there and he's top quality. Nigel Bond's won the shootout before, top quality. Do you want me to keep going? Because I could make a case for all of them.
We haven't time.
Okay. Does that mean I'm going to Coventry
We've got
box
some
now?
snooker, yeah.
I'll go now.
And to be honest, you're going.
I'll see you.
Nice talking to you. Thanks for coming along.
We've not got much time because we've got the next semi-final underway, and we'll be thrown to Lee shortly.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one, isn't it? Because obviously so much up for grabs tonight, Neil, just to get to the final, obviously. But it's all about getting on the wall, the grand final.
It really is. And Andy Levin, what a good guy. Doesn't he speak well? And he's got it to do here against Billy, because I think Billy had probably. I don't think he can. Have a tougher game as he just had in his last match, against Mary, and I think he looked a relieved man, didn't he, when he came up here? So now maybe he's just got that off his back, and now he can just go on from there.
Well, we'll find out if he can settle. He's the 2-5 favourite up against Andy Lavin. So head back to the arena. Lee's already in the commentary box. I'm sure he's made it by now. So over to you, Lee.
Right, yeah. So here we go, second semi-final. Billy Castle, Andy Lavin. So Billy Castle's got to be feeling a bit better now, because he looked rough earlier after that match. He was as white as a sheet, and the pressure of the dish was, it must have been building on him. But I'm sure he's going to play better now, because he's got and he's going to have to, because he's got a tough match of Andy Lavin. So just goes to show you this 900. It's such a brutal format that it was just one pot away from Mary being in this position. So first long red miss by Billy. Bit of a 2-in-1 shot that from Andy. It was a shot at the pot with safety in mind.
Yeah, and it's left that right side of the table a bit congested for the safety shot, doesn't it? And Billy, I think, might consider going for this, getting through the gap between the red and the black. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, the crowd like that. Mind you, Andy Lavin had a lot of support last night.
It's a bit like the earlier match. The important ball is not going in tonight for Billy, and that was one. It's got to be an important ball, isn't it? Because you're getting on the red. He's not played his best by any means tonight. I can understand that the pressure's on him because everyone's here to watch him.
Yeah, and Andy Lavin is a very good match player. I don't think we're going to see anything easy miss by Andy. And like Alfie Bird, and the AB of London Town
knows his stuff.
Has called him out to win tonight, and Alfie knows how good he is.
What if he's still up watching, Alfie? There's a chance of it, you know.
Yeah, most snooker players are night owls.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean, I think the bottom red goes. In fact, I know it does. He probably plays on that, and then if he goes too far, he's got the red up the table to the middle. So he's played on the red up the table, but that one is still there for him. And he could finish straight on the blue, run through on the red to the left corner. He's thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead. I must admit, it's one of the questions I used to get asked a lot when I was playing, was how many shots ahead do you think? And it's, to be honest, it's not really that. The answer is never as many as people think it is. Just 2 or 3, isn't it, usually? The odd time you'll have an idea of something later on.
You know, if all the boards are open and the black's congested, then you might have a little map in your in your brain. But you know, you've got to make sure that you land where you want to land, if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but here now he's just thinking, red, black into the pack, clear up in the final, job done. Upset half a red in.
I know, you could hear a pin drop in here again.
There's only one way out of Reading tonight as well.
All the roads are closed again.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Roads are never open at night around here, are they? Now, does he go into them or the bottom red again? No, I don't think the bottom red will go this time. Played it pretty well. Pretty well. He sort of screwed out of them a little bit.
Yeah, just had a touch of right hand side. See,
You've got to get plain on that, haven't you?
Well, I'd have been playing it with a little bit of left. You know, but I like that shot.
But the trouble is, the left hand side slightly makes the pot more difficult because you're going against the grain a bit, aren't you, on the pot?
Yeah, that's why I missed most of them. But
no, but I like your shot.
At least I'm on a red for the next geezer.
Yeah.
Good solid 30. Good safety shot. Now he's left this red over the pocket, so Billy's bang in trouble here.
Oh, and it's well, for a minute I thought it was going to just leave it to the middle, and he's not done that.
No, but as soon as he took that on, he was always leaving this red over the pocket. That's why he was in so much trouble. So
nicely done again.
Very solid at that kind of shot.
Oh, that's not the worst kiss ever.
No, that's nice.
Listen, at the moment, Billy, he's not played well tonight, and he's under it again. So I thought it might be the lifeline that he needed the last match, but at the moment he's looking down the barrel again here, and the crowd have gone quiet.
Yeah, not really heard too many people shouting for Andy. And he's played that beautifully. The cue ball just runs when it gets in the middle of the table.
Surely he could have run that through, couldn't he? I thought just for the blue. But
maybe it's a little bit more angled than we thought.
Possibly. Run through 2 cushions around for the red?
Yep.
He's a very solid cueman though, and he's always been a decent player in the Harrow League many years ago, and then, as I say, that dalliance with the pro game didn't really pull up any trees, to be honest, but he's still a solid player. There's times at this game when you're Billy just standing there, there is nothing you can do. That's this game of snooker for you, isn't it? You can't do anything to influence the score or the result when you are not at the table, like other sports where you can. You can play a part to get back, but you've just got to hope your opponent misses.
Yeah, and it was a good positional shot to land on that pink. I think he probably wanted a little angle on it to sort of cannon a red out, but he's on one into the middle, but this is not easy.
This is narrow, isn't it? Into the middle, fairly acute angle. If you're playing it with any pace. Well played. Now, the only good news for Billy here is that there is plenty of time left, but there are not as many points left as he'd like. 75 on, and there'll soon be 52 in it, I think, I don't think he's playing on a red here. This is a really good shot, isn't it? That's a brilliant shot. It's a brilliant shot. I thought you might roll that in, you know, just take the points.
I think that could be the shot of the championship from Billy's out of the snooker yesterday. Could be taking two things off him in one night. So this to go 60 in front with 67 on the table. So he just needs this red into the middle. So this for the upset.
Oh, hello.
Can you catch your breath?
Hello. And there's plenty of time left. Now, Billy might not, don't get excited here. He doesn't have to go for this. He could play a big safety shot and get a snooker. I'm not saying it's for sure the right shot, but the time is not an issue at this stage.
I think he's going to go for this into the green pocket.
Not sure that was the right shot. I mean, where the cue ball was.
Yeah, he didn't have a.
I think that you put a big safety shot, you get a snooker.
I'd have played the cue ball off the green cushion in behind the brown, the red past the yellow and around the angles.
Just play conventional snooker here with all that time left. He could still get a shot because Lavin's just his first twitch has happened in that last red.
Yeah. And
Put the ball safe, which is a good move. So again, no need to rush into things. Can he get that red off the cushion? Play a safety shot. There's 5 minutes is plenty enough time. If he gets a good safety shot in here, then he's in with a squeak. Doesn't want that in. No, that's all right. No. That's a beautiful shot. All of a sudden, there is a glimmer of hope for Billy Castle.
Yeah, because he needs...
Everything's there.
Every red and every colour.
5 minutes. Ronnie O'Sullivan made a 147 in this amount of time. So you can pop 5 reds in all the colours. Oh, well, that's absolutely... Did he play it? Because Billy actually...
No, he held his hand up.
I thought Billy was just tapping the table with actually his nervous twitch on his left hand, as you can see up there. Well, he's been thoroughly outplayed. No getting away from it.
It was just to seal it.
Well, he needs a snooker now. Now we are talking about, you know, potting 3 reds, blacks, whatever. I suppose it's one thing. If you do get your snooker and you do get ball in hand, immediately you probably won. So, I mean, to say he's got a chance is pretty unrealistic. It's just a 1 in 1,000 chance, really, for me, I'd say. But if you can get it down to 1 red, who knows what's possible. There is a good snooker to be laid here, isn't there? That right-hand red you'd probably leave. Get in behind the pink. Get your snooker and get ball in hand.
I was just about to say, he doesn't really want to be low on this black.
It's all right, though, I think.
Can he just roll this in?
He's not played it all that well, has he? Needs this to go in with the black to make things interesting if possible. I suppose he doesn't have to. I mean, he could play. He doesn't have to get the snooker on the last red, does he? Because the free ball's not a thing. It's just a question of getting the snooker. 38. Trouble is, red-pink means you can only tie with a snooker, doesn't it?
He's played a bad positional shot there.
So now where do you get the snooker? You pop the yellow and get one behind the green on the brown, brown on the green?
Yep, you've called it.
3 minutes left, so he's taken these quickly, which buys him a bit of time. Thought he'd missed that for a second. Now, what do you do here? There he is. Moves quite sprightly there, wasn't he? Well, he broke into a trot.
Yeah, he had no choice.
No, he didn't. Like when you're trying to catch the last bus. Now, this is the shot, right? Now, there's a little snooker behind the brown here, which could be pretty nasty. And, of course, there's only 5 balls to pot if he got the snooker.
He's got to get it now. He's got to get it now. I think, you know, he can get this tight behind the brown, Neal.
That'll do. That'll do. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. I think Andy do want to take as much time as he can, hit it or not. He don't want to hit the black, of course. That is nightmare scenario. But I don't think time right now is the element here. It's a one cushion. You can slide past these all right. Oh, he's hit it. Great shot. Great shot. Billy taps the table. Might try and pop this and get one on the brown. Behind the black. No, I'm not sure about this shot. Let's just see. It's a great effort, but you're asking a lot there, I think, to get a snooker. What do you think?
Yeah, it was tough. Send it that. You know, you've got to get it tight behind the black. I don't know how many mileage that cue board have to travel to do that, but
I think I'd have potted the green and tried to get one brown on the black, but even then, you know, none of that's easy. The only chance he's got is an in-off or something here from Lavin. Goes crazy.
I think that's in. No.
Oh. Well, he's going to have to pot it now. I mean, he's got a minute left. It's going to be something amazing from here, I think. Might as well pot this, you know. Well, I suppose you can't now.
This is nice.
Well. Now, I don't think there's enough time myself, but I know one thing. Billy's got to get that cue ball ready in hand to get moving here. Because he'll have about 20 seconds to pot 4 balls. I think it's too much to ask, especially if he hits 100 miles an hour and the ball's rolled forever.
Exactly.
He's like the absolute rock of Gibraltar, isn't he? Well played. Andy Lavin has done the business, and Billy Castle, the local favourite on the week, is out. Lavin
We're down to the final 2 players, week 5 finals night, and it is Rodney Goggins up against Andy Lavin. Let's reflect on that semi-final. Andy Lavin's played a really good frame, Neal. Billy had a chance very early, and it just all came too late.
Yeah, he played well at the end, but he did miss a green to middle, and we were saying in commentary, you know, in the match early and that match, he just missed the big shots. He did battle hard. Andy played a great frame, though, didn't he? In the middle of it, he didn't miss much.
Yeah, but like you said, you know, Billy's missed the green to the middle, which has given Andy perfect position to make the 30 break that he had first visit. And Billy was always on the back foot, because you're not going to get any easy chances from Andy. It's as simple as that. You just left it too late.
It's been a thrilling night of snooker. I've really enjoyed it. And Neal, you're still in good position. Do you want to remind us who you tipped?
Well, I mean, like everyone else in the world, including Neil Robertson, who's now 2 from 3, I tipped Billy Castle, but I've got the Gogmeister General, Goggins, still there, isn't he?
He certainly is. And odds for the final, 8-11, Rodney Goggins and Andy Lavin, even money. So we'll be getting the full predictions from Lee over there. We'll see. I'll give you a bit of time.
Okay, let me think about it.
You can mull over it a little bit. We're ready for the draw for next week, week 6. And well, we've went through them already. It's a star-studded lineup. We've got Tony Drago as the legend. We've got Rory McLeod, Nigel Bond. You can see all the names up on screen and their numbers.
I'm pulling first.
All right, go for it.
I don't have any more blame. Number 5.
Number 5 is Brendan O'Donoghue, current Irish amateur champion.
1.
Brendan will play Tony Drago, the legend from Malta, fastest player in the world, an absolute class act.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Emma Parker, the world-ranked number 7 women's player. She had a brilliant season last year.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Rory McLeod, a ranking event winner, so much strength and depth next week. And our third match will be...
Number 7.
7 is Neal Craycraft, top seniors player, won the qualifier, so a local
From
player.
Oxford boy.
Yep. And Neal
6.
plays number 6. 6 is Dominda Lilly, former IBSF World Amateur Champion. And our final match
Number 3.
Number 3 is Nigel Bond, ranking event winner, shootout winner, world finalist. And Nigel
4.
plays Aaron Canavan, who was with us, of course, last year, the 2018 World Seniors Championship. And we spoke about it earlier. Obviously, we're looking forward to these matches, but the 4 players coming in next week, we've got Raymond Fry, Jack Bradford, Stephen Hallworth, Eugene Hughes also coming in as well. But let's deal with the Monday first and those matches. Neil, what catches the eye?
I think the top one, Brendan O'Donoghue, who's got a great chance of winning next. I think there's about 4 choices for a possible favourite next week. Brendan will be one of them against Tony Drago, who I still say is the fastest ever player of this game. Never mind Tepchire, and one of the most inspired players I've seen in my life, actually.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, that top match is proper tough. So's the bottom. So they're all tough. Aaron Canavan, he's asked me to pick him up from the airport if his boat doesn't sail. So, Nigel, if you don't want me to pick him up, mate.
Unless he can't have any more problems.
He can't have any more. If my car breaks down, he's jinxed me.
Listen, he's got enough on his hands with Nigel Bond, doesn't he, without both going and you picking him up. So those matches will all be priced up probably tomorrow, I guess, just checking there with the boss. Right, I've given you time. Are you going with the Gogmeister as well, or...?
Well... I can't. It's not when you call him that. I can't. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go with AB.
Okay.
I've got to go for Andy Lavin.
AB. Yeah, I thought you meant Alfie Burton.
Alfie Burton, because he's called Andy Lavin. And I'm thinking if you've gone for the Gogmaster, I can't even say it.
General, which no one's ever called him before.
I did say Rodney might win this at the beginning of the evening, so you know.
After timing, but anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. Rachel, you've called it.
We're ready for the final. Thank you so much to Neal and to Lee. They're going to be bringing you the commentary then. 15 minutes, 900 seconds. We're ready for it. Down to the final 2, and we'll have that for you right after the...
And welcome back, you lovely snooker fans. This is the final of week 5, season 2 of the 900. Rodney Goggins with Andy Lavin to break off. And it's absolute, everyone's left. All Billy Castle's fans have disappeared, Neil.
Yeah, the entourage have gone. And but these two, they've got to concentrate. This is the big frame of the week. We've been here 3 days with these matches, and this is what it's all come down to. And Lavin has really stepped up tonight. His form tonight's been excellent. Rodney Goggins does what he always does, very measured play. Tough one, this,
So, well, he's not even looking at that red along the black cushion.
Tell you what has happened this week. I think all the matches have gone right down to the end, haven't they? Sometimes you get a match with 5 minutes, left will be over with someone's won it comfortably or frame completed. They've all gone down to quite close, these matches. Even Billy's in the end, when it looked like he was going to get thoroughly hammered, he took it all the way to the 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been late nights for us, mate.
Nearly in behind that brown, that would have been nasty. That's a nice shot, isn't it? Very coolly done.
So do you want to play the cannon on the middle one of those 3?
Can he get into it and miss the cannon? He's not playing it. He's going high on the ball anyway, higher. Yeah, he's played your shot. Played your shot. But he's awkward now.
Yeah, just needed a bit, a bit thicker. Look, can plot this and maybe get a cannon on the red. Well, which he has done, but he He's probably open for a positional shot on the pink, but black still goes. Big shot.
Very big, and I don't fancy him for it, quite honestly. I don't think he didn't want to leave playing it. Now he knows he has no choice, which kind of helps the mind usually, but
yeah,
I don't fancy him for this.
I like it. I think this is something that we all practice.
Fair play. You were right, and he was absolutely spot on with the shot.
So I think he's got a red to the middle, but I can't see anything else. Little screw underneath the red that's closest to the right-hand cushion. Back for the black. Oh, no, he's playing it with a little bit top, so maybe he's playing the pink in the opposite middle.
Ooh,
and he's missed it. I didn't see that coming.
Hit the first jaw.
Would you have played the stunny screw shot?
Yeah. The two reds were involved in the shot, weren't they, that he brushed into, I think. And it just, again, sometimes it's that second, it's like divided concentration, isn't it? You got the cue ball on your mind, you miss the pot. That's what happens at this game an awful lot. So now, Rodney Goggins with this chance, which I don't think he saw coming quite as soon when that black went in that Lavin to get to 16. I think Goggins thought it'd be in so quickly.
No, but all those reds in the middle of the table, they're all kind of covering each other at the moment. So he's gonna have to play a cannon at some point. Do you think he pots the red now, plays the blue and into the bunch, or does he come down the left-hand side of the table and play the red across into the right-hand black pocket, or does he just come down onto the bolt cush for the red? All depends what angle he gets here on the blue. Lovely little drag shot there. And he's perfect now to drop onto the red to the left and at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, that's well, it's okay. In fact, he's not quite right on it, is he? To be fair, not exactly right. The one he's closest to, I think, also might go. This is not. He wanted. If he was right behind, it'd be absolutely A1.
Yeah, I still fancy for him. He's tall and slim, Rodney.
The other red goes as well, so he landed in between shots there, all right. It's good recovery. Look, he's finished absolutely perfectly. Still a few in. Oh, I don't like that shot much. What he played there can't have been. I can't believe he played on the bottom red from coming in from the angle he was going to be approaching the red. This is a real cueing shot now.
But he's a great cueist.
They're just horrible shots though, aren't they? You know what you're trying to do, but it's hard to do it. I'm still not entirely sure why he finished on that red the way he did from that blue, because he had a few options there.
Yeah, just maybe played for sort of just to miss the pink and play for the red where there's two together.
Yeah.
And he needs to get a wriggle on. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to play the containing shot this time. There is the black in the way of the reds at this end, so the shot is, playable. But he played it earlier on when there was nothing in the way of the red. But that time, perfectly played. So he might play the red to the right middle and take the cue ball back down the table. Well, he's going down the right side with the safety, somewhere behind the green, or he's back to the other shot again. He's got a weakness, Lavin. He's a little indecisive on shots, and he eats away at time and ends up rushing a bit.
Yep, you're 100% right. That's what I would say. He's just keeps looking and looking and looking where you need your time to play a good shot, don't you, while you're down on the shot.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that plant was always there, but really Andy should have seen that, shouldn't he, and not left it. What do you do here? Get
Well,
beyond the...
If he can play the brown past the yellow to a cushion, he's going to be snookered behind the yellow.
You'd normally play this slowly, wouldn't you? And nothing with the cushion to get behind yellow from brown. But I think that's a pretty decent shot. Got the snooker.
Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of reds that go there, so where's your shot? Try and lay on the two reds below and to the left of the pink. If he comes off the yellow rail, just needs to miss that one in the... He's gone for the hit and hope. Well, I'm telling you, he doesn't want that back.
Well, he might be able to get through to one of them, but yeah, he's still not particularly nice. Nervy. I think I'd play the brownie, take it up the table a little bit, and get the cue ball in behind the yellow. That's got to be the shot, isn't it?
Yep.
Left side of the table, in towards the yellow.
Yep.
Don't put it in the middle by mistake.
Yeah, I was just about to call it. Don't go in there. What has he done?
He's done exactly that, hasn't he?
It was on though, wasn't it?
Well, the natural angle to get the cue ball down there was to get close to the pot, yes. Unbelievable, isn't it? You'd rather not have to pot that now. You get the points, but now you're in this world of trouble.
World of pain.
The in-off's possible here as well on this safety shot.
Oh.
It's like a different game going on at the moment out there, isn't it?
So the red nearest the black spot goes. I think if he could just roll this in, he's going to be perfect on the blue. He's just going to miss the red above it. Oh no, he isn't. Now he's in trouble. And he popped the long blue.
Very well done.
How clean was that?
He kind of still took the cue ball a bit out of harm's way, didn't he? Just a tiny bit, which I don't blame him for. Very tight frame. This is to get into the grand finals, 22nd of November.
Nice shot.
Beautiful.
Not only that, the winner gets £1,500 tonight. The runner-up already guaranteed 500. So Andy Lavin takes a 3-point lead.
Rodney, he's a big fan of the 900. He's sitting there watching, just hoping. He'll know that there's still a chance he'll get back to the table with a meaningful opportunity. You know, you just feel that will happen. There's nothing in this still. 4 minutes to go is the positive for Rodney Goggins. The negative is that he's not his shot. Racing down the table. I don't think he played on this bottom red, you know, but he is on it.
He just wants to stay at the table.
So he's carved out a lead of 10 points. Just roll this in and just try and land on something.
Yeah, hopefully Cannon. He's going to... Oh, he's playing bottom of the ball. So maybe he's going to play...
I'm not sure. Is it neither one thing nor the other there?
No, I thought Topspin might have just caught, sort of got the cue ball towards this corner pocket, 2 cushions, and Cannon one of the reds maybe. So So now he's going to be playing safe. He won't push the boat out here.
3 minutes though, plenty of time.
Yep, 15 adrift.
Does this red go? Looks like he's considering it. Oh, I don't think it does it?
No, I think he's just playing the thin edge off it.
Yeah. What is that heart-stopping moment when you think the cue was heading towards the pocket? Lights out, that would have been, wouldn't it? Because Lavin is like solid as a rock tonight. He's not going to be taken away from the table, very easily with ball in hand.
So, shot to nothing. I think he's good at these as well. Oh, it's nice when they run up the cushion away from the pocket, isn't it?
I mean, Goggins has had nothing to go at, really. I don't know, can he get to this red even?
Well, if he can, he's going to be going for it, I think.
So, if Andy doesn't pop one here, Rodney Goggins is all out to pot something next visit. But Lavin is playing a miserly game tonight. He's played really well in all of his matches. Now, Rodney, it's now or never, I would say. He's got to make up 15 points. And he's just going to have to get down and do it. Sharpish.
Yeah. Can he land on the pink or black if he knocks this in?
Good effort.
No, it's
good
tough.
effort.
It was a tough ask.
Well, I mean, there's going to be 30 seconds left. I can't think that there's enough time to pop red, black, red, pink and tie the game. 4 balls.
I wouldn't even go for this now. I'd just be playing across this, sticking the cue ball somewhere on that black cushion.
Yeah.
Just nudge that up the table.
Right, Mr. Goggins, now or never. Get moving. Shouldn't be round this table anyway. I think he should have been over here, if possible. Bang, bang, bang. But he's taking his time on the shot. And I'm afraid it's not going to be Rodney Goggins. There you are, look at that, what a wonderful moment at the end there. Rodney Goggins so gracious in defeat. Andy Lavin has been the best player on the night, no one could argue that. And he'll be back in the finals on the 22nd of November. Well done.
Welcome back, and great to stay up with us here for the Snooker Legends 900 Week 5 final. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got your champion Andy Lavin. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just got stronger and stronger this week.
Yeah, I think last night was a great test just to get used to it, win a frame. You get back here tonight, and everything else last night would have been a bonus, but it was all about coming back tonight, saw the conditions, and it helped me massively.
It's been a long journey, hasn't it? Because you came through all the qualifiers, all those weekends in the summer, trying to get into this position.
Yeah, I did ask Jason if he had a flat to rent somewhere in Reading.
And Lee, in terms of Andy's game, how impressed were you?
Listen, he always plays solid, don't you? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him play bad. AB said earlier on he fancied you for tonight. You know what you're going to get with Andy. He's going to knock the long ones in. You're not going to push the boat out. When you went into the pack there, you didn't land. I knew he was going to play safe, and I'm thinking, here we go. It's going to be nip and tuck then, but it was very, very solid performance.
Thank you. I tried to play the right shots all night, and I think sometimes you can come undone if you become a little bit negative in this. So it's good to see positive shots. But also playing Rodney, I knew one mistake.
Yeah, he's
granite.
He's class.
It was lovely at the end, actually. Great big hug and smiles, and this is why we love this 900, the format. It's such a friendly atmosphere, and what a great guy.
Absolutely, he's a gentleman. Played in the best of spirit, and I wouldn't have been unhappy if he won tonight.
I could see that. I could see that.
Did a lot of the time you were playing your shots, the beeps were going off. Do you think you were taking a little bit too long when you were a little bit hesitating, like on what shots to play, that made you rush a couple of shots?
I think sometimes I'm not the quickest mover around the table, so possibly I need to get a softer pair of shoes for the final.
Listen, you got round all right. You've made it through to the grand final, 22nd of November. You're going to be on the wall. Obviously, the opportunity to win £10,000 to become champion. I'm sure you'll have a fair few supporters in on the night.
Oh, absolutely. We'll sell tickets now for the front row. And look, it's a great format. I've got to be good for 3 times 15 minutes on that evening.
And this is it, isn't it? And the opportunity is there. And in terms of people watching at home, shots in Watford, your friends, your family, you want to give them a shout out now?
Absolutely. I'd like to say thank you to Dennis Tristram, who braved the bad weather this evening to come down and keep me company in the car. I'd love to say hello to Maxine at home, who's been great and brilliant support all the way. And yeah, thanks to Shots Watford, the lads who come up last night. And we'll see you in November, and I'll bring back an army.
Fantastic stuff, and we can't wait to have you back for the grand final. Then well congratulations,
done,
Andy Lavin. Then our 5th player through, and we'll be doing it all again next week, Monday, 10 o'clock. Hopefully we'll see you, and let's take a look at the draw then. The guys did this earlier for us, Brendan O'Donoghue and Tony Drago, Emma Parker, Rory McLeod, Darminda Lilly and Neal Craycraft and Nigel Bond and Aaron Canavan. So that's what we've got to look forward to. It's just a mega week, and Foulds back with us. Firstly on Monday, before we reflect on tonight, just can't wait.
Very good. I mean, there's so many good players Monday and Tuesday, and the Tuesday players can win, as we've seen. That's 2 now we've seen, because Lee Walker did it, and now Andy Levin's done it. So the Tuesday guys next week have got a chance, but the Monday, wow, I mean, it's a brilliant lineup. It really is next week.
Yeah, also the Tuesday guys, they've got to be thinking, whoever comes through, they got someone good.
Yeah.
They got someone good that's had a match before.
Yeah.
It's been a brilliant week, and what a great winner.
Yeah, he's played really well. I've known Andy a long time, actually. Jamie Rouse, my good friend, he has been a sort of someone that he's played a lot in the local leagues, but he goes from strength to strength. I tell you what, isn't he a great speaker? I think he could be the next Prime Minister, Never mind the 900 champion. He's got a lovely speaking. He doesn't forget anyone, all his friends. Every interview, he's been inch perfect.
He's just got good manners.
He's got good manners. He speaks well. I think Lavin for Prime Minister.
I think it's time for Ben, for you. It's been an absolute joy. Thank you so much, Lee and Neil. And we'll have Ali Carter on the panel next Monday, and a new player on the wall. That is Andy Lavin, week 5. And as ever, thank you for your company. It's been an absolute blast, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.